Is trauma a trigger for the paranormal? There have been many situations in my life when it's been very kind of high emotion, and I imagine it's been the same for many of you out there. And in these instances where I've had loved ones essentially pass or are in the process of passing, very strange things have happened that I can't quite explain. And I wonder if a high energy kind of comes out of the trauma, the grief of losing somebody that you love. When I lost my grandmother a few years ago, I had a dream, and we just received the news that she'd gone. She was very unwell, basically, and wasn't in intensive care. I knew she didn't have long, and me and my sister had a dream that's the same night. I dreamt that I was talking to her in a particular location that I knew very well and spent a lot of my childhood. Like it's like I was having a conversation with her the entire night. She was saying, "I don't know where I am, where I'm meant to go," and I was saying to her, "It's okay. You don't wait for us. We're okay. We're safe." My sister had a similar situation where she was dreaming about our grandmother and then woke up from her dream and felt a touch of someone's hand running all the way down her arm. Even though she was still awake, it just continued, and it was like somebody was touching her hair too. Both of those dreams happened at the same time during the night. The next morning we woke up, we both called each other, and we knew that she had passed, and yes, we were correct, sadly. I kind of wonder that, emotions are localized somewhat, but also they seem to be coming from somewhere else because sometimes they seem to trigger and react and respond to reality. And this is something that's part of a bigger conversation which I hope to have on the channel. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay, well, has anything happened to you in regards to very personal situations without obviously revealing too much detail, really? But what do you think the triggers may be? Why do these things happen? Even alongside having dreams, I know instances of people having these strange meetings around the time of people passing, or just having very stressful personal situations in their life where they happen to meet a stranger out of nowhere who seemingly strikes a conversation with them, and that conversation seems to be completely disconnected to the setting, I suppose. It's like a very friendly stranger coming out of a very unfriendly place. And suddenly the next day they find that their entire life changes. It could be that they've lost their job and the next day they manage to find a job. It could be that something terrible happens, like they lose their partner or whatever it might be, and the next day another opportunity comes out of the blue where somebody from their past manages to contact them. Like, are we part of a greater thread of the universe, I wonder? And are we all connected? We all suffer in many different ways, but does our soul or whatever it might be, does it reach out sometimes and ask for help? Stay tuned. We'll hopefully have a bigger conversation in the future, and let us know your stories and your thoughts, really. What do you think it is?